After air defenses, now is she arming Mojtaba with shoulder-held missiles, opening a fresh low-altitude front in Iran's war with the US? A deal worth around $60 to $70 million is expected to strengthen Iran's low-altitude defense, with up to 300 to 400 Chinese QW-12 and FN-16 man-portable air defense systems slated for delivery to protect bases, energy sites, and frontline units. Did she fool Trump with a false promise about not arming Iran, as the reported Manpads contract appears to contradict Trump's claims that Beijing had pledged never to send weapons to Tehran? Amid its war with America, Tehran and Beijing have seemingly inked a new weapons deal, with multiple reports saying China will supply Iran with modern shoulder-fired air defense missiles. Iran is expected to get an initial shipment of Chinese Manpads within weeks, as part of a broader push to rebuild short-range air defenses around key bases and energy infrastructure. The reported contract covers 300 to 400 QW-12 and FN-16 shoulder-fired systems, giving Iran a large pool of infrared-guided launchers designed to hit low-flying aircraft, helicopters, and drones. The deal is valued at around $60 million to $70 million in total, making it a relatively inexpensive but strategically significant upgrade to Iran's low-altitude defenses. This would be one of Iran's biggest short-range air defense buys in years, following US and Israeli strikes that exposed serious weaknesses in its ability to protect military sites and strategic infrastructure. The move follows those US and Israeli attacks, which revealed gaps in radar coverage and close-in protection and pushed Tehran to seek more mobile, survivable systems like Manpads. Sources say a contract has been signed via a Hong Kong-based intermediary, but no public delivery proof has yet emerged and implementation details could still change. So far, no export papers, serial number lists, or cargo imagery have been independently authenticated, leaving the deal in the realm of credible but not fully verified reporting. The package reportedly mixes QW-12 and FN-16 infrared-guided missiles, but the exact numbers per type are unknown, with analysts only able to estimate ratios from typical export patterns. Details on how many missiles will be issued per launcher, and on training kits, support equipment, and spares, are also unclear at this stage, as those annexes have not leaked publicly. Manpads teams can disperse, fire, move, and stay hidden around key facilities, creating a mobile low-altitude threat that is difficult for US and Israeli planners to map and suppress. They threaten low-flying aircraft, helicopters, drones, and transports, forcing attacking forces to fly higher, change routes, or allocate more resources to suppression of enemy air defenses. These systems do not rebuild a full layered shield but harden the lowest tier of Iran's air defense, plugging gaps close to bases, energy sites, and troop concentrations rather than replicating long-range systems. Shoulder-fired missiles lack the range and altitude to hit high or standoff targets, meaning they cannot replace higher-end batteries that were damaged or destroyed in earlier used Israeli strikes. The deal reportedly runs through a Hong Kong intermediary, Zhongqing Baoshang International Investment, which acts as a middleman between Iranian buyers and a Chinese supplier. However, the main Chinese manufacturer behind the QW-12 and FN-16 systems has not been explicitly named in public reporting, with sources and sanctions documents referring only to Chinese suppliers. Iran, China, and Pakistan have not openly confirmed any part in this transfer, with Beijing calling the reports groundless and Islamabad denying involvement in the planned transit route. The reported sale tests Xi's assurances to Trump about not arming Iran, potentially undermining pledges that China and Russia would avoid sending new weapons into the conflict. Trump has warned foreign suppliers that breaking those promises would be very bad for them, hinting at tariffs, sanctions, or other punitive measures if Beijing proceeds with the Manpads delivery. China has broken its silence on swirling claims of a secret missile deal with Iran, speaking out just as war tensions in the region reach a dangerous new peak. On July 30th, Beijing publicly rejected media reports suggesting it planned to supply missiles to Iran, insisting the allegations do not match reality. Beijing went further, labeling the claims factually inaccurate and completely unfounded, framing the story as baseless speculation rather than a real arms deal.
We have repeatedly clarified our position on this issue. The relevant reports are factually inaccurate and completely unfounded. China has always played a role in promoting peace and preventing war.
This denial came after reports claimed Iran was about to receive a major Chinese air defense package, raising fears that the Iran war could suddenly gain powerful new backing from Beijing. Iran is expected to receive Chinese-made air defense missile systems within weeks, according to a Reuters report citing multiple sources. Tehran is expected to use the new missile deliveries to rebuild its air defenses following the recent war with the United States and Israel. Reuters reported that the deal includes between 300 and 400 QW-12 and FN-16 man-portable air defense missile systems. Sources told Reuters the reported contract is valued at between $60 million and $70 million. The report said the purchase would rank among Iran's largest acquisitions of short-range air defense systems in recent years. Reuters said the recent conflict exposed significant gaps in Iran's ability to defend key military bases and strategic facilities. 3 sources told Reuters the procurement was arranged through Hong Kong-based company Zhongqing Baoshang. China dismissed the Reuters report as groundless, while Pakistan denied playing any role in the reported missile transfer. Meanwhile, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has continued launching surprise missile attacks against U.S. military targets across the region. China's top scientists now claim they have debunked Washington's assertions about the true impact of Iran's retaliatory attacks across the Gulf. A research team from the Chinese Academy of Sciences analyzed reported damage to U.S. military bases between February 28 and April 9. According to an SCMP report, the study concluded that American military installations across the Middle East remain highly vulnerable to sustained attacks. Chinese researchers claimed the cumulative damage inflicted on U.S. military bases reached nearly 2.35 million square feet during the conflict. During Iran's opening wave of strikes, the damage recorded in a single day reportedly totaled nearly 58,600 square meters, according to SCMP. The report further alleged that Iran's attacks triggered a 2-wave collapse in America's regional air defense network during the conflict. The U.S. installation said to have suffered the heaviest damage was Kuwait's strategically important Ali Al Salem Air Base, according to the report. Researchers claimed the Kuwaiti air base became Iran's single largest military target, with at least 20 separate strike points identified. The Al Dhafra air base in the United Arab Emirates also reportedly sustained extensive damage from Iran's missile campaign. The report alleged that strikes on Al Dhafra destroyed MQ-9 Reaper drone hangars along with facilities linked to U-2 reconnaissance aircraft. Bahrain, home to the U.S. Navy CENTCOM and 5th Fleet headquarters, was also said to have suffered extensive damage during the attacks. Chinese scientists further claimed that several American military facilities in Bahrain sustained structural damage following repeated Iranian strikes. The report also alleged that details of the destruction remain obscured after the United States tightened restrictions on commercial satellite imagery providers.